Hi everyone, so today we're going to look at multiplying and dividing fractions. So multiplying fractions is really easy, so you just have to multiply on the same row and you can just get the numbers, so it's really simple. I'm going to do a really quick kind of recap of that first before I get into dividing fractions. What I've just done there, I've written the wrong number, so I'm going to replace that with the right number. Okay, so at this point now, we're just multiplying the numbers across. We can make life a bit easier for ourselves and we can cancel like this now. I mean, you can do that here as well, but because they're now on the same fraction, it might be easier for you to see. So we can now cancel. So I'm going to do that just to make my life a bit easier. I can see that the 6 and the 3, they have a common factor, so 3, isn't it? So 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 6 twice. So now I'm going to multiply these new numbers across. So if I multiply 2 times 2, I get 4. And if I multiply 7 times 1, I get 7. So that's just fully simplified already for me. If I hadn't have done that, I would have got 12 over 21, and then I would have simplified down to 4/7 anyway. Okay, so moving on, now we know how to multiply fractions. Moving on to dividing fractions. So the thing is with dividing fractions is it's kind of like multiplying because you make it into a multiplication. So you've got two fractions side by side like this, and what we're going to do is we're going to keep the first fraction the same. We're going to flip the second fraction upside down and make it reciprocal, and we are going to change the sign to a times. So we've got a new calculation, 1/5, and we've got 3 over 2 now because we flipped it, and we've got a times. So remember, when we times, it's really easy timesing fractions. So now we've got 1/5 times 3 over 2. So we just times the top. 1 times 3 is 3, and we times the bottom. 5 times 2 is 10. And it can't simplify, so that's the final answer. So there's a nice little example for you. So we're using the KFC method there. KFC. Okay, nice and easy to remember. So 3/4 divided by 4/5. So remember what we do. We keep the first fraction exactly the same. We change the sign and we flip the second fraction upside down. So now we've got this. So we're going to say 3 times 5. So first of all, can I simplify diagonally first like I did here? If I can, and I'll do it. But I can't here. So 3 times 5 is 15. And 4 fours are 16. So there's no simplification. That's the answer. Okay, now a little bit more difficult. I'll put that as C. A little bit more difficult example because I've got some mixed numbers here. So we need to convert those first into improper fractions. So we've got a little bit of an added step here. Okay, so how do we convert? We're going to times the denominator by the whole number and then add the numerator on here. So we've got 4 3s are 12 plus the 1, so that's going to give me 13 on the top over 3. And 2 times 10 is 20 plus the 9, so that's going to give me, I'm just rewriting it as a divide, that's going to give me 29 over 10. So we've converted mixed numbers to improper. Now we're going to do KFC on this. So we've got 13 over 3 stays as it is. Change the sign and flip the fraction upside down on that one. Okay, so we are going to multiply these numbers here across like that. So 13 times 10 is 130, and 3 times 29 is 87. So we've got ourselves an improper fraction here, which we are going to convert to a mixed number again. So 87 will go into 130 one whole time, with 43 left over, so 1 whole with 43 over 87, like that. And I don't think that will simplify anymore. If it does, write me in the comments.